A 2000s rave trend just became TikTok's newest meme in December of 2025, and people are treating it like it's the world's most ridiculous hobby. Let me explain why the internet is suddenly obsessed with the gloving community. Gloving is a hand and finger dance subculture centered on gloves with LED lights in the fingertips. Gloving stems from 1990s EDM rave culture and was invented in the late 2000s. For years, it was just a niche thing ravers did at festivals and clubs. No one really talked about it outside of those circles, but in 2025, TikTok discovered it and decided it was the perfect thing to turn into a joke. The reason gloving became a meme is actually pretty simple. It looks ridiculous when you take it out of context. At a dark rave with music and lights, gloving makes sense as a performance art. But when you see someone doing finger dances with LED gloves in broad daylight or in their bedroom, it hits different. TikTok realized they could frame gloving as this absurdly serious hobby that people treated like a full-time career, and that contrast is what makes it funny. In July of 2025, three friends, Carrington, Chase, and Troy, created a satirical gloving account on TikTok called The Light Boys, in which they pretended to be gloving enthusiasts. This is where the modern meme really started. They weren't just making fun of gloving, they were committing to the bit by pretending to be deeply passionate about it. On July 21st, The Light Boys posted a parody video with the caption, "When he realized gloving was his passion." And over 5 months, this video received over 34,000 likes. By treating gloving as if it was this life-changing calling, they made it funnier. The joke is the gap between how seriously these fake glovers take it versus how silly it actually looks. The meme evolved when people started creating scenarios around gloving taking over someone's life. On October 29th, TikToker Sowini posted a video skit in which she played a Tinder date who won't stop light gloving. Her character is seen sitting on the bed with gloves on her hands and feet, and over 2 months this video gained over 80,000 likes. The format became, what if someone was so obsessed with gloving that it ruined their relationships, their job prospects, and their entire life? And in December, the meme hit its peak with the gloving community format. On December 5th, TikToker Draco Army shared a video skit about a glover telling the viewer, 2 facts about the gloving community you might not know. He said to never call a glover unemployed, and then talked about how gloving is very dangerous because a glover can be degloved. Over 4 days, this video received nearly 300,000 likes. The joke about not calling glovers unemployed hits because that's exactly what people think when they see someone dedicating their life to LED finger dancing. By making that the first rule, it acknowledges the elephant in the room while defending gloving in the most absurd way possible. And then second, there's degloving. In medical terms, degloving refers to an injury where all the layers of the skin are torn, revealing muscle and bone structure. In many of these TikToks, degloving was portrayed as a punishment in the gloving community. But in the gloving meme context, the degloving is not an injury, it simply means getting kicked out of the gloving community. Using degloving as the ultimate punishment is genius for the meme because it sounds serious and scary, but applying it to a hobby about LED gloves makes it sound ridiculous. On December 6th, TikToker Draco Army shared another parody gloving video, in which he went over things not to say in the gloving community. Being degloved was the punishment he suggested. And over 3 days, the video received over 300,000 likes. On December 8th, TikToker Pink Salmon shared a video caption meme using a black and white clip of IShowSpeed looking terrified with the caption, "When bro makes fun of the gloving community, but then low-key genuinely gets degloved in front of me." IShowSpeed's terrified face became the standard reaction image for degloving, adding a visual element that made the punishment even funnier. The career angle pushed it further. On December 8th, TikToker Phil McCracken3 shared a clip of a guy gloving paired with the text overlay, "When my mom says I need to get a job, but my gloving career is taking off." In one day, 150,000 likes. The gloving meme works because it's not mean-spirited towards actual glovers, it's more about creating this exaggerated version of what a gloving community might look like, complete with the stereotypes of unemployed glovers thinking their hobby is their main job. What meme do you want me to explain next? Let me know in the comments down below after you hit the subscribe button.